Tom Daley's had rather an eventful life for a man who's just 21 years old. He was a diving world champ at 15, won bronze at London 2012 at 18, and by the time he was 20, he had his own TV show. All very public achievements. So when he decided to come out as gay, he too did that in a very public way, online.
I met someone and they make me feel so happy, so safe, and everything just feels great. And well, that someone is a guy.
And now Tom's teamed up with an LGBT charity for the first time. It's called Switchboard, a helpline to support people who want to talk about sexuality and gender identity. Well, Tom joins us now from central London, where the charity is being celebrated tonight. Tom, thanks so much for joining us. What is it like for you hearing that footage back again?
I mean, it's really weird to actually hear that back because, you know, at the time I was so completely terrified about what people would think and what people would say. But for me, I've been very lucky to have a supportive family and friends around me that I was able to talk to and speak about. But lots of people aren't so lucky to have that. And lots of people, you know, feel like they can't speak to anyone. And that's where I really think Switchboard is important for people to be able to speak to someone on the other end of a phone or over email, instant messaging, and about coming to terms with their sexuality, gender identity, anything. Even if you're a parent who's with a son or a daughter that's going through similar issues, just to get information.
I mean, at some point in your life, you know, in your early teens or mid-teens or what have you, could you have done with having a service such as this to call and just talk things through with?
Completely, because having things in your head and thinking about them, they become bigger things than they actually are, and you think about it, and the more you think about it, the more of a big deal it becomes. And to be able to speak about it and kind of just talk to someone and not be judged and be completely confidential is just a massive thing to be able to do, and it makes you feel so much better.
So in that case, I mean, how much does it mean to you to be a patron of a charity such as this?
Oh, it means so much to be able to be a patron of Switchboard, because for people to be able to speak to someone is key, because if you lock yourself in your room and lock yourself in your head almost and think about things too much and not be able to speak to anyone, it can be really tough and be a really rough experience. So to be able to have someone to talk to, I think, is crucial. And I really just want to help Switchboard reach more young people to be able to be a lifeline and a support system for them.
Of course, because as you just mentioned, you had a really good support network around you. So it sounds as though for those that perhaps don't have that, this is going to be something incredible for them to tap into and actually use. I mean, have quite a few people come forward to you since you came out to talk to you about how difficult it is for them or how difficult it had been in the past?
Yeah, lots of people contact me, whether it's through social media, whether it's through fan mail, anything like that, and talk about my video and how it's helped them, but they don't know what to do, and they want someone to talk to or be able to, you know, find out more information about lots of different things, whatever it may be. And that's why I'm now referring people to Switchboard, because they have so much information that they're able to give people, trained volunteers that are there just to talk, and essentially you call and they listen.
I mean, is there a lot of pressure, though? Because obviously you are in the public eye and you're incredibly successful at the various different things that you've been doing. I mean, do you feel there was a lot of pressure on you to be able to give the right advice to people when they get in touch?
I think it's really tough to give the right advice, because for everyone it's completely different. Everybody's in a completely different situation, and for me I just have to, you know, I concentrate on my diving, and, you know, that's something that I'm really passionate about. But if being comfortable with who you are and being proud of who you are is something that is going to be able to help a lot of people.
Well, talking of diving, how are the preparations for Rio going?
Yeah, diving's going really well, actually, thank you. Like touch wood and all that. I've got the World Championships in 3 weeks' time, which is our first chance to qualify for the Olympics. So I'm just focusing on that for now.
And I hear, a little birdie told me, that is a pair of your swimming trunks up for auction tonight at the event?
Yes, I am actually auctioning a pair of my swimming trunks for Switchboard to try and raise some money for the charity. So yeah, you know, you can also bid online, I believe.
Is it a particular swimming trunks, or we remember it from a particular event?
No, they're just a pair of my trunks that
were lying around
in my drawer. Yeah, exactly. But I think there's a link on my Twitter to go and see if you'd like.
Okay. Well, hopefully it raises a lot of cash. Well, Tom Daley, thank you so much for
Hopefully.
joining us.
No problem at all.